Raghuvar Thakurta from EduTV. Today, we have with us Mr. Arora, the famous Mr. Amol Arora, who is the MD Shamrap Schools. He is known for opening 2 to 3 schools every week. He has more than 600 preschools and 60 plus K-12 schools. Sir, today we would like to talk about the preschools. What are the challenges and what are the benefits of online teaching in preschools?
So I think the challenges are, first of all, it's a mindset challenge for a lot of parents because they look at, they don't think preschool is so serious that requires formal education. So that's where the purpose of online education is that when children are at home, they cannot come to school. They require socialization. They require interacting with the teacher, with their friends. So it's not just the content per se, but it's also the keeping the mental happiness of children. It keeps them on a learning journey as well. And people might think it's just easy content, it's ABC, but also have to remember is parents are not trained teachers. So it's one thing to know that you know, but to educate a child is different. So parents think it's not so important because I can also teach the child. But also what they forget is that teachers are trained for that. It's like saying that somebody might be a good cricketer, does not make him a good coach. So every good cricketer does not become a good coach. So similarly for that, I think one is parents underestimate what teachers do. So one is that the content has to be is better done by teachers who know how to make learning interesting, who know the children's psychological level because they have handled hundreds of kids at that age. They know how children learn. So one is just the pure that, and secondly is as I said, the socialization and being with friends. It helps in sanity because if you're an adult, you can pick up the phone. You're feeling alone, you can speak to somebody if you're stuck at home or the whole day. But for children, they don't have any outlets. So just for children's psychological health, it's very important for them to be in some form of structured curriculum where they get to interact with other children, with other teachers on a regular basis. And because we are seeing kids who are not part of online classes, I see more of anger issues we're hearing from parents. We're hearing things, children becoming very stubborn. They have forgotten how to learn. So now that schools are reopening quickly, they will. It will be difficult for them to, come to the normal school. So I think they need to. Those of parents who are not considering online, who've not done it so far, they should seriously consider the next few months while till the preschools open across the country to join some program.
I think you're quite correct. So one more thing is that, like students, even the teachers, similarly, the teachers, I think they did a wonderful job from last March onwards. They got into the online teaching also. But the problem is, these teachers are judged by the whole family of the students. And the students, what we see sometimes, the preschool kids, they're sleeping on the bed, they're attending the classes. It becomes quite difficult for the teachers. How do you, what is your advice to all the preschool teachers, not only of your school, of other preschools also?
So I think it starts with teachers, of course, sometimes are judged a lot by parents, and it's very difficult. It's very embarrassing as a professional because what happens with younger children is a lot of times the mother has to sit with the child because the child doesn't sit. So one is, of course, make your learning so interesting that parents are not forced to sit, because once they sit, they will start giving their inputs as well, even if they know what they're talking about or not. So, but I think it starts with, first the school heads should orient the parents that, see, your child's teacher's English may not be perfect, but she's there for the other benefits as well. What you've signed up for is multiple benefits, and you're getting all those benefits. So don't try and, this is for everybody, this is not a permanent solution. Nobody is saying that this is going to be the way children are going to learn in future. This is just a temporary bridging time till schools open. So for that reason, I think parents should also take it easy. So I think that's where the schools need to orient the parents also, that if something happens, and if you really want to give, first let it go. If it's important, you think it's something which is detrimental for children, please give the feedback privately and create those. As schools, they should create those platforms so where parents can give feedback, because some of them, yes, are overdoing it, but some of them, parents generally have concerns as well. So is allow that, give them proper channels. If you have some feedback, just fill up this form or send us a voice message on WhatsApp. We'll look into it and we'll improve. There's no point. There's no problem there. So I think, and as professionals
Agree.
also, you have to accept that this is going to be the way it is. And of course, upgrade yourselves. Why are you giving somebody a chance to complain? If you are giving a chance, that means you as a professional have not done your job. So I think it's not when you're doing online classes, be prepared that you're now talking to an attendance of children and parents. Earlier, it was only 3-year-old, 4-year-old children. You could get away with things. So as a professional, now you have to raise your standards because you are going to be judged by parents. So it's not something we can avoid. Yes, you can tell them these are the other things, but at the end of the day, if you are not delivering good quality education, parents will withdraw their child. They'll say, okay, fine, if you're not improving, this is the kind of education you're giving me, that are not interested. So either you have to lift your level, and school leaders need to also be careful of who they choose as preschool educators. So because with online classes, there's nowhere to hide. In a school, you don't know what's happening. Parents don't know what's happening. As long as they're having fun, they're learning, parents don't mind. Now parents are looking at your the language you're using, the kind of teaching methods you're doing, how interesting are you making the lesson plans. So now it is what it is, and I think it's for everyone. So teachers have to improve the game, parents should take it easy, and school leaders should find the right teachers only, and then also train them on how they can make lessons more interesting for online. Because what has happened, the skills that were required to run a school in the classroom are not necessarily the same skills which you need to run online. Online is difficult. It's different to how you manage discipline, how to manage children when you're in an online environment. So leaders need to train our teachers also so that they can teach in this new environment.